All right, hey guys, it's Richard. I'm making a quick video on crude oil, and this is on December the 18th, a few minutes before, about 10 minutes before the petroleum report comes out. And I'm looking at this on a 729 power of 3, and I'm at a 1 minute chart on, and I've detailed a couple of things out here. One is that I've got a breaker here with a fair value gap that hasn't been mitigated, and it's also in the liquidity void area. All right, so why do I think that's important? Well, I'm looking at the algo pass, and I'm saying that we started in the OB area, even though that doesn't have an order block in there. It started in the OB, went to the opposite breaker, and eventually it's going to go to the opposite rejection block, then the opposite fair value gap, and then all the way back down to the liquidity void. So what I'm thinking is going to happen, don't know this for sure, all right, is that we started here, we went up to here, trying to get it to go to the top of the breaker block area. And then eventually we're going to go up here. And I think we'll go up here. This is liquidity on a 1 hour. I think we'll go up past that. And then we'll come into the fair value, retest it, and then come back down here to liquidity void to complete the algorithm. All right, so let's see if that's what plays out in about 9 minutes. All right, be back. All right, guys, I'm back. And as you can see, price came up from where we were earlier. Let's see, at this candle right here, I'm going to spread this out so you can see it a little bit better. This candle right here was the actual petroleum report. So you can see it didn't really move that much. It only moved, 15 ticks, which is not characteristic for that report, but I waited for it to go on up and prove itself, and it was going to go to this order block area. No, rejection block area. And that did go past it a little bit, but it stayed within the extension. And I'm in a trade right now. I entered off of this fair value gap right here. As you guys know, I like to see an order block that failed and becomes a rejection block, and I look for a fair value gap inside of that failed order block or breaker block, which you whatever you call it. Now, all transparency, I'd put this gold line right here, liquidity. That was in there from like a 1 hour time frame high, and I actually entered at 77 on my first initial attempt with a 3 tick stop loss. And I mean, I put it just where it is right now, just on the top of that. Well, before it made this move down, it did come up and pop my stop loss, so I lost 3 ticks, but for 2 contracts at 6 ticks. And if I'd have just left it up 1 tick, I was trying to be too cute, I think. But anyway, so now we're in pretty good shape. Let's just see if price goes ahead and finishes out and goes back down to this liquidity void area. And I've chosen this right here because of this breaker and this fair value gap. But really and truly, there's liquidity right here. We put that on there because maybe we'll move it to there. Um, um, but I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna leave it right on the top of that failed OB slash breaker block. All right, so let's see what happens. All right, so I'm back, and I wish I would have came back in here earlier to show where these were, but I'll go ahead and put the executions in. So I told you earlier that I'd sold 2 right here, and then I ended up putting my stop loss right on to the tick, and it came back up there and hit me. Then I went ahead and shorted again on this. Let me get rid of these so you can see it. This fair value gap, and this fair value gap is I shorted again, and I've just held it all the way down. And as I said, it came back and it took out the liquidity. It stopped in the area, or it seems to have stopped. All right, to the original place where I thought it would go. The reason for it is that okay. So As you guys can tell, I'm just learning how to edit videos. I'm just spliced two together, and now I'm gonna splice a third one together, or try to. Anyway, I just wanted to finish this up by saying is, if you like what you saw today, Goldbach can actually, tell you with pretty good accuracy where price is going to go um, once you see it. Like I saw it here this morning in the OB section. All right, and that happened early this morning about the market open, and then I saw what it did not come back to the fair value gap area, so I knew at that point I felt like I did which algo we were in, and then I said that's a pretty good leg down, so we'll try that. So if you like what you're seeing and you like Goldbach and you want to learn more, you can look in the description of this channel, and there's a Facebook group. You can join that and start seeing some of our community. And then the other thing that we're doing probably the next week or two is opening up a Discord channel. And Discord channel is just so we can do a lot more than just what the Facebook group can do. And we're trying to build a community for folks that want to learn Goldbach, but don't want to have to join all these Discord rooms where you have to pay and courses where you have to pay. I just personally don't want to be involved with that kind of stuff. I've learned some of it and I'd like to share it with you. And then the other people in the group they're learning it as well and they'd like to share with you. So if you're interested, uh, join us in the Facebook group so you'll know when the Discord channel is going to go live. And then the other thing is that this Discord channel, there will never be any cost to it. So we'll be having live trading sessions. We'll be having one-on-one coaching or mentoring if you need that kind of help. And again, there's going to be no charge for it. All right, ever. So hope that helps you. Talk to you later.